Hey folks, today's job is checking out the starter and solenoid on a 2006 Mercury Optimax 135. To do this job you got to remove the cowling. The starter and solenoid is over here on the starboard side and you can see it right here. The first thing that I'm going to do is remove the solenoid here. You can buy these separately, they're about 90 bucks. And to remove it, you drop these 3 star pattern screws right here that hold it in on the top. Make sure you first disconnect your battery. If you do not have a star pattern socket for those, the closest one that you can use that works well is a 4mm. And the 4mm fits right on there. And if you don't tighten it too bad, you won't ruin the screw and you'll be just fine. Okay folks, I just dropped the solenoid. It drops right down from in there. This is what the inside of it looks like. A little bit of grease there, but here's what it looks like. This is an OEM one. You can tell by the labels and then the fact that I know that no solenoid has been put on this. First thing I'm going to do is check the solenoid. I'm going to do this by turning the power back onto the boat and turning the key. When I turn the key, I should see this thing depress and then come back out. I'll do that 3 times. Okay, it looks like the solenoid is good. Now, in case any of you have taken apart the solenoid without documenting where the wires go, you'll notice that this wire that goes to the starter here, there's a letter S right down in there. Can't really see it here very well, but it's a letter S. That's where your starter cable goes. On the other side of it is your power, or this red here that you see coming in, and then your yellow goes in between these on the right side here. To get the solenoid back in correctly, lift up on your cowling here, give you a little bit of room so you can see this starter wheel right here. When you push up this starter wheel, as I'm doing here, a little arm inside of here will lift up, and that will allow you to get your solenoid in. So you want to pull this up, then put your solenoid on while that's up. The solenoid right here, the screws hanging down. Inside of it, I'm gonna try and get the camera up in there, there's a little bitty lever thing up in there. Now note that when I tested the starter, this plunger pulled in. So what you want to do is put the end of this round thing here on the top of those little arms inside of here, so when you activate it, it pulls it down. And this is an example of the solenoid not being engaged correctly. You can see that the starter motor is spinning right now. You can see it on the top there, but it's not engaging. So we don't want to engage it now. It may break off some teeth. So what we're going to do is put the solenoid back on, make sure it runs right, or is installed right. If it's on correctly, you should not be able to pull this up.